Let's have another round of applause. First number of the afternoon. Hello, welcome to the O'Shaughnessy. My name is Allison Secord, and I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager here today, and I just have a couple notes for you. We begin this program with honor and respect for being on ancestral homelands of the Dakota people and for all the first people of this land who cared for our common home. We acknowledge the impacts of our history on our relationship with our American Indian sisters and brothers as we participate in a journey of listening, learning, and advocating for and with American Indian nations for a more just world for all. I'd like to pause and acknowledge what James Sewell Ballet has brought to our stage here at the O'Shaughnessy. Our records indicate that their first show was in 1993. How many of you were here in the 90s? 2000s? 2010s and beyond? Lovely. Thank you for being here today to support James Sewell Ballet. I would just like to personally thank James Sewell Ballet and all of you, because the audience is a part of it, for bringing surprise, delight, wonder, humor, reflection, and breathtaking beauty to our stage for decades. A round of applause for James Sewell Ballet, please. I have one quick plug for you. We would like to invite you to return next Saturday. We have a Broadway star coming to stage, a real-life Elphaba, if you're a fan of Wicked, Mandy Gonzalez. So that is next Saturday, March 22. More information is at our website. Please take a moment to double-check that your cell phone is completely silenced. We would like to thank the Minnesota State Arts Board for their operating grant support, which helps support everything that we do here, made possible by the voters of Minnesota, all of you. And thanks to legislative appropriation from the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. And now, please join me in welcoming the one and only James Sewell to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. It's such an honor to be back on this stage where we started, and to come full circle like this feels amazing. And I wanted to I feel like the Academy Awards, pulling out my list of people to thank. Hopefully music won't start playing if I go on too long here. But, there's so many people make this happen over the years, and I was kind of thinking about this, that, instrumentalists, violinists might have to spend $500,000 to buy their violin, their instrument that they have for their career, though, for their lifetime. And for me as a choreographer, my instrument is a ballet company, is a group of dancers that I work with every day. And I have to buy my instrument every year. And I don't do it alone, luckily. I couldn't do that. There's so many amazing people, funders, audience members, contributors. There are just so many people that make that possible that I have to just say, starting out here, when we first came from New York to Minneapolis, Gary Peterson, Mary Jo Peliquin, and Tom McNamee were our core people in the office helping us make this run. Thank you to them. And then George Sutton took over and brought us in new directions, and we developed the tech box, and thank you, George. And then Eve Schulte, who has been our executive director now, and Eve had the distinctive honor of taking over as the executive director the night before the COVID shutdown. So, she has seen us through such a difficult, amazing time, but as an artist, starting out as a dancer and then a choreographer and ballet mistress, she's kind of seen through the arc. So I have so much gratitude for all that she has given to the company over the years. A few more people I really want to thank is Eric Salitas, who's done all those amazing images you've seen all these years in the silhouette and things like that. Eric has given us a voice in the visual realm that has been amazing. Sally Roos, co-founder of the company. We wouldn't be here without her, the energy and the drive and passion that Sally brings to whatever she's doing. And of course, my parents. I lost my dad this year, so I know he's here in his spirit. But the greatest gift they gave me was the permission to pursue my dream, to go off to New York at age 17. Like, I wouldn't let my kids go off to New York at 17. Who does that? But they did, and they trusted me, and that's kind of amazing that it kind of started my journey in that way. My partner, fiance, Ilona Ilvanen, without her, I wouldn't be able to be here and be, so thank you, Ilona, for all you do. And then in the design realm, Mary Hansmeyer started out doing our costumes here in town, Fritz Maston in New York, Steven Rydberg doing music and design. How things look on stage is so primal. I'm grateful for those amazing voices. Yeah. And the board of directors, over the years, we've had, you see the people on the stage, but the board of directors is just so key in allowing us to make connections and to survive. And so I'm grateful for everybody who's served on the board over the years. Thank you for them. And finally, the last thank you for this is to the dancers themselves. And I'm so honored that many of them have come in from out of town. And you're going to see different people's little cameos and stuff that they're dropping into to be able to, or coming together to improvise in the show. And it's just so fun to be able to play on stage with these people again. And the dancers, they give their lives, they give their hearts, their bodies to what this is. It's a wonderful career and it's a terrible job, but they're devoted, and I have nothing but respect and gratitude for all of them along this journey. I've made it a pleasure that we could have fun every day in the studio and bring it. Ultimately, it's about all of you out there giving us a reason to be here, giving us a place to give. So thank you for being here today for this last amazing ride. And I'll be back out. I'm going to talk to you a couple more times. But anyway, let's get some dancing going. Thank you for being here and enjoy.
Feel the heat coming down. I go to put my arms around you. Give me a look like I'm way out of bounds. Yeah. Let out one of your bored sighs. And lately when I look into your eyes, I'm going down, down, down. Going down, 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 down. Going down, 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 down. Going down, down, down. We get dressed up and we go out, baby, for the night. We come home early, burning in some firefight. I'm sick and tired of you setting me up, girl, setting me up just to knock me down, down, down. Going down, 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 down. Going down, 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 down. Going down, down, down. Pull you close, but when we kiss, I can feel the doubt. I remember back when we started, my kisses used to turn you inside out. I used to drive you to work in the mornings. Friday night I'd drive you all around. You used to love to drive me wild, but lately, girl, you get your kicks from just driving me down. Down, 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 down. Going down, 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 down. Going down,
Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Oh, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
Hello again. So I wanted to talk right now about our Ballet Works project. When I was with the Feld Ballet in New York, I felt so lucky that at one point they had a grant that I was able to create new work on the company. And it wasn't presented on stage, but just being able to have a group of dancers to be able to create on was huge. And so I thought, if I ever have a company of my own, I want to do that, give people that chance. And so you're seeing a list here of the people from the community, from the company, who have created works. And we've actually had about 100 works created by other people, along with about 100 works by myself during those 35 years. And it's one of the legacies I'm proud of, is being able to support developing artists, identify people, and kind of give them the chance and a little push to be able to try choreographing and expressing that, finding that voice. And actually, I wanted to also, right now, while we have this tech up, I forgot to thank Kevin Jones, who is the lighting designer here and had toured all over the country with us. So Kevin, thank you for all your vision. We used to joke around, we should be called Kevin Jones and his light reflecting surfaces. Would be an apt name for the company. But I wanted to invite Michael up. The next piece we're going to see is choreographed by Michael Walters, who, come on out, Michael, who joined us as a guest artist from London about 4 years ago. And I saw something, and so what happened there, Michael?
So James asked me to choreograph, and I said no. And he asked me again, and I said I'd think about it with the full intention of not thinking about it. And he asked me a third time, and I said, yeah, he did. He just went, and I said, okay. And I'm just so grateful that he saw something that I had no interest in exploring or discovering. Yet, yeah. And, I'm so grateful for James and Eve because, it hasn't been easy financially for the company in the past 4 or 5 years. And at the time, I was based in the UK, so they always made it work, and they flew me over and treated me with the utmost artistic respect and integrity, and I'm just so beyond grateful. And, to be a part of this farewell show, not just as a dancer, but to have James want to share his moment is just beyond, so really, thank you. I'm really grateful, and
How you made the first piece.
Yeah. So fun fact, the next piece, it's called Triptych. And the first section, it's a duet between two men, two amazing dancers, Jared Bolches and Connor Simone. And what's interesting is that not one single step was choreographed in the studio. It was all choreographed entirely over Zoom because we were during COVID times. So I was in the UK, they were here in the Twin Cities, and so we made it work, and we didn't have a lot of time at all. So it was very difficult, but we came up with something quite special, I believe. And I've never changed it. I've never, once I did come here to rehearse it in the studio, I never changed a single step. And so it is what it is, like Zoom, and it's authentic Zoom creation. So, and also there's a solo in the second half called Time Lapse, which Emily Trapnell danced beautifully last night. And the dancer who I originally created it with, Chloe Duryea, is back here to dance it. And yep, and she came from New York City this morning, so I'm excited for you to see that in the second half. So yeah. And it looks like they're ready.
They are ready. So you got to go get ready and dance, and I got to stop talking. So thank you again. Enjoy Triptych.
Underneath the bridge, top has sprung a leak, and the animals I've trapped have all become my pets, and I'm living off of grass and the drippings from the ceiling. It's okay to eat fish, 'cause they don't have any feelings. Something in the way, something in the way, yeah. Something in the way, The box and no one else but me. I can't sing a ghost. I guess
I'm honored to be here to share some of the early years of the company. There were 25 of them for me. There was an abundance of energy, creativity, and tons of laughter, and so much more than I can show right now. I wore a lot of hats back in New York City, running the company out of our little one-bedroom apartment in the West Village. I plunged into administrative work. I barely knew how to use a computer. I was exhausted, taking class and rehearsing on top of all the endless admin work. I often missed the Royal Ballet of Flanders, where I'd just come from, with its staff of over 80 people. We were a pickup company for our first 3 years in New York, pulling dancers who were on break from other big companies like Lubavitch, Lubavitch, American Ballet Theater, Nikolai Lewis, Martha Graham, and Frankfurt Ballet. We needed and got a lot of things for free. Free rehearsal space at LaGuardia High School for the Performing Arts, behind Lincoln Center. And it was near David Howard Dance Studio, where we got free classes every day. David also let us use his studio for our first performances in New York. And we got free costumes by the amazing Fritz Maston, who also danced with us, and free photo sessions with Peter DePaulo. And we also got a lot of free advice, like, don't start a company. And then we got a grant from Philip Morris to turn those costumes and photos into a poster and our first brochure, a giant Denny-sized menu brochure. Designed for free, of course, by the late, great Alan Fauché. Alan was frail, he had AIDS, so I ran around for him from photographer's studio to Kinko's to the printers in order to get everything done. At one point, I was running through Union Square, the farmer's market, and I hadn't eaten all day, it was just closing, and there was one vendor left, packing up, selling onions. My mother had once told me that onions could be eaten like an apple and that they were good for you. I was running around, taking big, hungry bites with my big mouth, carrying the giant metal printing proofs. My stomach twisted. I began to gag and retch, laughing all the while at how ridiculous it was. People were looking at me. I must have looked crazed, not at all glamorous, not at all like a ballerina. We made it to our little booth at APAP with our cards and the huge brochure, which you can see out in the lobby, typos and all, because we didn't have spell check back in 1993. I think a lot of the same values and characteristics written on this brochure are true today. Moves with unbridled passion, innovating fearless dance works, combining the classical virtues of ballet with the fire of modern dance and the spirit of vaudeville. Our final year in New York City, James and I teamed up with singer-songwriters Mr. and Mrs. Burnett and developed a bunch of repertoire that the four of us toured all over New England on our way to Swans Island, Maine, where we premiered Wailing Waters. This little duet marked a huge shift in the mindset of what ballet could be. Dancing in sneakers, on the grass, on a ship, to live folk music, reflecting a snippet of the local history and culture. Our company would be mobile, flexible, collaborative. We might do classical ballets or neoclassical Balanchine works, but we would focus on the now, relevant human themes. We wanted to connect to you, our audiences. And then we heeded the call, more free advice, and we left New York for the Twin Cities. First, dipping our toes into performing at the Walker Art Center's Flux Arena Rama at the Target Center downtown. Here in Minnesota, we became a full-time company with 6 salaried dancers, an executive director who wasn't me, and a studio of our own at the Minnesota Opera Building. James Sewell Dance became James Sewell Ballet. And touring was our jam, proof that we weren't your typical ballet company. And touring provided bonding and much hilarity. Many wild situations that we found ourselves in, especially the time we couldn't find the stage, wandering around frantically in the tunnels of some theater. Back home, in our home studio, we started studying contact improv, bringing in Patrick Scully, Chris Aiken, and later Hijack. And we created the Ballet Works project, inviting members of the company and independent choreographers to create new works on the company. When several weeks of rehearsal and performing the Nutcracker were canceled, we pivoted, and in the spirit of turning lemons into lemonade, we used that time to start creating our own cash cow, Amal and the Night Visitors. And also Appalachia Waltz and Moving Works. Important dances with heart and spunk, and qualities that set us apart from other regional ballet companies. Works that fortified the legacy of the company with James's multiple coordinations and my off-kilter point work and partnering, our collaborations with musicians and other artists that are a huge part of the company's legacy, which I'm really proud of. We took a lot of chances and made a lot of mistakes, and I'm very grateful for the space that allowed that you and the dozens of dancers who engage with us let us grow and change and imagine what dance can do. And I'm thankful to James for opening me up to discover myself, my multiplicity, to wander and wonder beyond the rules and structures, to take risks, to fall, to fail hard and rebound, and become vulnerable and soft. Thank you.
Prima di cedere
Hello. What we have next for you is again the pleasure of having dancers coming back, people from the community. We're going to be doing an improvisation for you. And Sally talked a little bit earlier about how improv was one of the things that we started exploring early on in the company with Patrick Scully and Chris Aiken and Chris Burns, who's here, and Sally from the very first season of the company, and really inspired me. They did this piece one time, this thing for the bass night out. It was called Four Bass Players from the Minnesota Orchestra did this kind of thing together, invited us along to improvise. And I saw Sally and Chris do this improv that just kind of changed my view of what was possible improvisation within ballet and partnering, things like that. And that box was open then, and we had to kind of keep diving through it. So we did a lot of improv over the years, and it became a part of our process of creating work, but also of how to present it on stage. And we would do a series of maybe 15-minute improvs, and I would tell the dancers that afternoon what the music would be. And we would have that, and off we would go. And so literally for today, there is nothing planned. There never was for these things. But what's different here is what we worked really hard on is how, as an ensemble of 6 or wherever we were at the time, how do you actually create a well-choreographed piece in the moment? So there's a lot of skill sets in how you see information, develop a motif, allow dramatic structures to appear and be evolved and things like that. That's not what this is going to be today. What you're going to see today is a jam, and that's the other form of this. When people come together, and it's going to be more like a 6-ring circus, you know? Look for those things, watch people seeing each other, connecting, sharing material, finding a way to come together. This is how we play together. You know, I remember growing up, and my father was a violinist, and my sister was a cellist, and we would have chamber music parties in the house, and I was so jealous of the musicians. They can just like pull out, oh, well, let's play Haydn next, and they'd pull out, you know, a stack of Haydn quartets, they'd pick one and play it, or Mozart or something like that. We can't do that as dancers. We can't, you know, pull out, let's do Swan Lake and just kind of like pull it out and, you know, do it. The medium doesn't work that way, but what we can do is jam and improv and play together. This is our language. So it has begun, and I'm going to invite Laura Sewell, my sister, to come out, who has played so many times over the years with us. Yeah. It would not have been right to not have Laura be a part of this final performance, so I found a way to make that happen. And so I think that's enough. Let's do a little contact improv and all sorts of different kind of improv. And enjoy. Wrong spot. For the last talk and last dance for me. Almost. So one of the things that has been a pleasure for me to explore over the years, and it's really been kind of fundamental driving force creatively, has been what I call the polyrhythm coordination, or CORDI, short for coordination. And it's something that I sort of, people have asked me, what are you going to do next after you retire from the company? And, a little bit, I'll be 35 years on the never-ending treadmill of repertoire, of dancers, of injuries, of fundraising. And, I feel so much gratitude for being able to do that. But at the same time, a little bit of time without all that might feel kind of good. Just being able to kind of breathe and live. But I also have been developing what I call my Cordy class. And I'm giving my little shameless plug. If you need a little more James fix, I've been doing this class online. It's for non-dancers and mostly for seniors at this point, about balance and brain health, because we've discovered that doing this stuff on multiple sides of the brain is really fundamental to keeping our brains healthy as we get older. And so Wednesday mornings at 10 o'clock online on Zoom, if you go to our website, you can find it under Education, the Cordy class. You come join us if you want to. But I'm going to have you try a little bit right now. I'm going to do my Cordy dance, which is kind of based on how do we take these body puzzles and turn them into a dance was kind of a challenge. Sally and I were doing, when we first started the company in New York, we were going out for the Lincoln Center Institute into the schools of New York City, and I was trying to figure how do I help kids understand that there's this kind of weird stuff going on is actually kind of tricky. And so I came up with what I call the body puzzles, and we're going to try some right now. You may have tried these before if you've seen me do this, but it's always good to try them again. So the most famous body puzzle is just rubbing the stomach and patting the head. So it's just you've probably done this one before, but it's a little tricky, kind of having the up and down and the circular action. Try switching hands. You may never have tried it with the other hand on top. We tend to go to our dominant, organization, right? Now try doing the circle over your head and patting the stomach. So each time there's a little rewire that kind of takes, now we'll try something maybe you haven't done. So let's take a line up and down with one hand. Kind of get that line, that's pretty easy. Put that hand down. With the other hand, we're going to do a right triangle. So it goes down, sideways, and up. Also nice and easy, and you just have to do those two things at the same time. So all of a sudden, these two things that seemed easy, it's like, why is this tricky? And this is the universal response, people laughing, because you're like, I should be able to do this, why can't I? It's kind of a funny thing. Let's try one more. So you have a nice sharp square going with one hand. To that, we're going to add a smooth circle. Now, this is even harder in some ways because different feelings, different textures are also really tricky for the body to do in your reverse direction. Now, and the thing I would say, if you can't do this, that means you're normal, okay? Because nobody starts out being able to do that stuff, and this is why I thank my dancers so much, because this stuff is painful to learn. It's frustrating, and it really takes the dancers, I've been grateful for their patience with me and their patience with themselves to push through and learn this stuff, and a lot of gratitude for that. So what you're going to see now is a dance called Body Puzzle. Every step in is in some way a kind of body puzzle that I've tried to figure out, can I turn it into a dance? I think I did. Here we go. You let me know. Okay. All right, so now we're going to have one special last thing. You know, you remember the Soul Train when people kind of come down the middle? We're going to do the Sewell Train. And the former dancers and staff and people are going to come out. I want to thank them, give them a rose, and you guys just jam out, dance out there. People, dancers out there, if you're dancing, they can kind of get by to the side, work your way around if you're out in the house still. And here we go with the little Sewell Train. Hit it, Kevin.
What? of you.